Hey guys, happy day. I would say what day it is, but the day you're watching this may not be the day that I am recording this. I'm out by the beach, camping out here with my family, and decided I would do a reading or two, catch up with you guys because I haven't posted in a while, and messages should be coming in super clear considering that I am in my element, just out in the bush, out near the water, wishing you all the love and joy that you can possibly handle and more. And let's see what I have for you today. What messages do we have coming through? So let's go with those and find another one. So we've got those three. We're going to clarify. So those are from the Language of Letting Go deck by Melody Beatty. And we're going to bring in some more answers for those with the Gateway Oracle by Denise Linn. So you know the routine. You can close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths and see which card is calling to you. And I think I'm also going to use my absolute favorite, Soul Coaching Oracle cards by Denise Linn to get a little more of what messages these initial cards have for you. So let's add one of those. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Okay, Power One. So your first card was learning lessons at work. Today, I will accept my present circumstances on the job. I will reflect on the fact that what I'm learning in my life applies to what I'm learning at work. I believe that I'm right where I need to be, both at home and at my job. I know some of you may not be ecstatic to hear that. Yeah. But let's see what this goes into. Embracing the future. Well, that's interesting. So if you accept where you are right now, it's going to lead you to a bigger, brighter future. So I step into the future with an open heart. To me, this speaks of gratitude, accepting where you are right now and understanding where you are right now, being grateful for having a job in a situation where you may have come from not having one for so long. You may be worried about losing it. You may be in a position to not be able to do anything if you don't have your job. So I always like to talk about pulling in gratitude, trying to stay in a grateful state of mind, because pushing out that feeling of gratitude leads to more things to be grateful for. So in this situation, when you accept that where you are right now with work and home leads to being ready for what your heart is opening up to for the future. So what is expected in life tends to be realized. So if you anticipate amazing, joyous, healthy, prosperous future, this is more likely to occur for you than if you assume the worst. So there we go with the attitude. So if you believe that this isn't your forever, if you believe that it's only up from here, then that's the reality you're hoping to pull in with your open heart. Expect the best and be open for anything. Imagine life filled with success. Today is yesterday's future, and in every moment you are creating your future. If you patiently wait for the future to bring you joy and contentment, your desired outcome may never arrive. But if you learn to create happiness now, your days will be filled with pleasure and bliss. It's great to have a dream. However, if you don't learn to find satisfaction in the meantime, you may not notice when your dreams come true. Excuse me. The purpose of life is not about manifesting your desires, it's about discovering the inner gifts of your heart and experiencing and sharing joy. And you cannot do that if you're unhappy with where you're at. Enjoy the journey as much as the destination. So, questions you need to ask yourself are: what is my probable future? If I'm not satisfied with it, what action steps do I need to take? What is my greatest contribution to the future? So, like I said, whatever you're doing today is going to affect the outcome of tomorrow, the outcome of days down the road, months, years, all that. So, what are you doing that's contributing to the future? And how is it contributing to the future? And is there anything you need to switch upon, change, you know? And let's see with this last card: simplicity. Deep, profound serenity is expanding in my life. So keep it simple. Do what matters, release the rest to find peace, grace, and stillness. Clear the internal and external clutter. This is all. Look at the colors being the same. Just look at that. You're making a list. Make a list of what you need to get rid of. Make a list of why you're happy where you're at, of why you're happy with your work, why you're happy with your home life. Keep it simple. You've got this person stepping into their future. One of the fastest ways to align with the tranquil vibration of the Creator is through simplicity. A busy life and the accumulation of more than you need creates static, and it can be difficult to hear that inner voice, especially if there's mental chaos. Create time to rest and rejuvenate, hence why my family and I are out here camping by the beach. And clear the clutter in your home, the files in your computer, and the drawers at work. Even a small amount of this cleansing can make an immense difference. So, when you go to work, you can clear out your computer, clear out your desk, rearrange things, get rid of things that you no longer need. I just had a vision of like going to work, clearing everything, paring it all down, throwing away all that shit you don't need, and then one day having to walk back in and just pack up your box with the rest of your stuff because something better came along. I've learned personally every single time I declutter or I clear out, other stuff comes in. Either my children are blessed with new, no, not new, but they're blessed with clothes, or they're blessed with shoes, or the 6 year old is blessed with toys. And it's just amazing. Like the minute I just clear out and I'm like, oh, it feels so great. I've gotten rid of all that stuff that we don't use. We then encounter someone who's moving, or we attend a yard sale, or someone's birthday comes up, and lo and behold, people show up with stuff, and it's just like, wow, I just created space to get stuff that we actually need. So, keeping it simple and clearing out your office, clearing off your computer of anything that's not going to be used, who knows what that's going to lead to? Look to the future with an open heart. And your affirmation is: deep, profound serenity is expanding in my life. I love this reading. I love this. There's a good energy with this. I feel the frustrations of someone who's not totally happy with where they are. The environment may be toxic. I feel the angst of someone who's stuck in a situation where it's not happy, it's not pleasing, the people aren't the best, but you're just stuck with, I've got bills to pay. But I wouldn't advise anyone to just give it up in the attitude of negativity. You have to create that bubble of gratitude around you, that bubble of happiness and joy around you, and the belief that something else greater is here for you, because it will work out. You just have to step out, make a plan. Some of you like to have your pieces together, your ducks in a row, and some of you wing it. Some of you live on pure faith where, hey, if I walk up this job, I'm good to go. But also just remember that gratitude, that open heart for the future, and that keeping it simple also goes a long way. So pile one, this was your reading. I really like that. And I think I'm going to move on to pile number two. Okay, pile number two. That was kind of a heavy one with pile one. So I'm kind of excited to see what's here for you. So your main card is maintaining boundaries. Today, I gain a new awareness of those areas where I need healthier boundaries. I will release my naive assumption that the other person is always right. I will exchange that view for trusting and listening to myself and setting and maintaining healthy boundaries. Why this pile feel like it all up in my business? There's there's some of us who don't assert our opinions or our thoughts unless we're directly asked. It could be from fear of being rejected. It could be fear of being seen as not very smart, or just an attitude of who asked you. There are some of us who just aren't confident in what we know, even if we've been doing something for a long time and we know that shit. Sometimes we're just that graceful and feeling like we're having good manners by letting someone basically, in a subtle way, railroad us. We're creating boundaries now. We're being called to have awareness of those areas where we need healthy boundaries. So let's see what the Gateway card is telling you. Simplifying your life. I cherish the simple pleasures of life. So you're being asked to focus on what is important and let everything else go. Scan all areas of your life and clear out the internal and external clutter, and you'll experience remarkable transformations. Rest and rejuvenate, do what matters, and release whatever is left. To clearly hear messages from Spirit, simplify. If you're always busy and have accumulated much more than you need, you may also have a lot of static in your life. This can make it a challenge to hear the voice of the Creator. This is what's challenging you as well, to create those boundaries. You don't have a comfortable, clear space to let your thoughts come in and decide, oh, today was a particular type of day. This conversation went on and I didn't assert myself. Your personal surroundings directly affect the way you function, and it can be hindering you from being able to speak up for yourself in situations where you need to speak up. Remove things from your schedule that don't move your life forward. Then go through your living and workspaces room by room and clear out the clutter. Additionally, make sure you clear out mental clutter. Calm your mind and simplify your thoughts. The smallest amount of clutter clearing, both internal and external, can make a huge difference in your life. Your mind could be cluttered with things people have said that you did not like but did not stand up for yourself against. So you are being asked to simplify. You're being asked to recognize times where you should have spoken up. Recognize those moments where you did have the right thing to say and you didn't step forward. This all works all together. All together. It just one thing interconnected with the other thing. Ask yourself, what blocks me from simplifying my life? What will my ultimate result be if I simplify my environment and activities? You'd be able to see your way clearer and you'd have much more confidence for starters. But hey, that's just my opinion. And let's see how orderly everything is on this card, on this And then you've got the fence dividing the two. You don't know where to divide because everything is just a jumbled mess. Believe. The best is yet to come. You've got the same colors, and then you've got flowers and outside. And she's letting outside in decluttering. You're letting so much better in. So believe in yourself. Have faith in magic and miracles. If you can conceive it, you can achieve it. One of the secrets of the universe is the power of belief. Excuse my noisy background, other than the ocean. My kids are in the ocean. If you're able to imagine and truly believe that something can happen, miracles will unfold. Exceptions can Expectations can act in both positive and negative ways, and your fixed thoughts and opinions about yourself have created your world and experiences. If you've had an unpleasant history, this often creates negative beliefs about yourself and the world around you. If you believe that someone else is always right, then you'll never believe that what you have to say has any value or that you know anything. Know that the past doesn't need to equal the future. Your new positive conceptions can create a fresh and exhilarating future. Simply believe that it is possible. Visualize and imagine your life as you desire it to be, and imagine how good it can feel, and hang on for a great ride. Your affirmation is the best is yet to come. This all is riding on you. This all is riding on you stepping into your power and commanding it and being like, you know what? You don't have to be rude. You don't have to be slick. You don't have to be aggressive. You can just say what you have to say in response to anything you choose to respond to. You never know. The person that you think is always right or that you don't want to go head to head with may be waiting to hear something from you. They may be waiting for you to be like, oh, but I don't agree. Oh, but I think this. You never know what positive reaction they may have or excitement they may have and having other opinions come in other than their own. Don't knock it till you try it. So that is pile two, and I am moving on to pile three. Okay, pile three. Pile one and two were some heavy hitters. So let's see what's waiting for you guys. Learning discipline. Coloring is similar. Today I will surrender to discipline. I realize that sometimes it takes time for me to see the fruits of my labors, yet I still need to practice discipline. Help me to remember, God, that I'm moving forward and that I'm learning the very important art of discipline. Let's see what we have here. Stepping into stillness. My power is born in the majesty in the maj- my power is born in the majesty of silence. And is that something you find hard to sit still in? Is being still and silent a struggle? This is where your discipline is gonna come in. You can do walking meditations where it's just you and you walk and you tune into everything around you. You still can have silence that way. You just take a quiet walk. You can sit and color and don't have anything on. As you color, your thoughts are coming and going and messages are coming through. There are ways to create those silent spaces without thinking. You have to sit cross-legged, hands on your knees, eyes closed, or laying across the bed thinking you're going to meditate and end up sleeping, or sitting upright in a chair trying to keep yourself awake. There are other ways to create spaces of stillness and silence. And we often feel like stillness is keeping our bodies still, and it doesn't necessarily have to be so. It's about bringing the mind to stillness, and that can be done while walking. But it has to be a safe place to walk. It has to be somewhere where you are okay zoning out so that you can tune in to what your inner voices are telling you, whatever messages are trying to come through. And it's the same thing with coloring. Those fixing your mind on those things brings it to stillness. It's not necessarily being rock still and trying to force your mind into submission. That's not how it works. So with this, you have take a moment to enter into the silent deep place within you. Let everything go and focus on what is truly important. Imagine spiraling down into the source of your essence. Breathe deeply. Allow your body to relax into the present moment, the here and now. Deep within you is an inner sanctuary. Having this inner peace, however, doesn't mean that there isn't chaos, or disharmony around you. It means that no matter what is occurring in your life, you can observe it from a place of stillness. Surrender to the sweet energy of quietude. Avoid the temptation to embrace the drama and urgency of life. Affirm that you have all the time you need. Power is born in stillness, and your potential is dramatically expanding in that majesty of silence. Questions to ask yourself. Questions to ask yourself. What do I need to stop or surrender in my life? How can I enter into my stillness? As I become still, what will expand in my life? What will contract? Well, I gave you some pointers on how can you enter into inner stillness. The question that remains to be answered is what will expand and what will contract once you become still and begin to let those answers in. And let's see what this card is. Oh, adventure. Wonderful new experiences fill my life. Doesn't that sound totally against what I was saying about being still or being disciplined? Well, this card is asking you to take risks. You're entering new frontiers and period of expansions. So if you're going through a period of expansions, remember we spoke about expansions in the stillness. We've got the moon here and the sun here. We've got the moon in this one too. So go beyond self-imposed limitations. Look at the world around you in new and different ways. Something exciting is just around the corner. So we were talking about being still and about that growth in the stillness. And you never know what can come to you in that growth in the stillness, what message you may have. Might bring new adventures for you. Adventures entail risks, and without them, existence can become stagnant and lackluster. If your life seems uninspired in some areas, be willing to take risks and try something new. Don't wait until an amazing opportunity presents itself. Start with small adventures, like a meditated walk. They will create momentum for bigger and bolder ones. Try changing your hair color or style or the way you drive to work, the route that you take. If you're shy, walk up to a stranger and start talking. If you take enough small risks, soon your life will become a great and grand adventure. Wonderful new experiences fill my life. So you don't know what's waiting for you on the other side of this discipline and being still. There's a wide world out there, and you can get messages. Your intuition can lead you on how to enjoy the world even more if you just, you know, discipline yourself, become still, find ways to tap into your inner knowing. So if any of these readings have resonated with you, please drop a comment below. Please subscribe, please like, and please share. And I will see you guys in the next one.